Welcome to Aaron Plays. This will be episode 28 of Austerlitz, finally, by Hexasim Games. Me as the French, Mark as the Coalition.
Hi, everyone.
Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already.
No, I've done that already, mate.
You've done that already?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, no, I was talking to everybody. So finally, we're back. Real life has been getting in the way of us continuing this, but good to have you across the table again, Mark. Well, literally across the screen, which is across the table, and to get back into this. So apparently there's a die roll that needs to be done before we get started regarding Soul's assault. We didn't do the random special event. So this will be the first die roll. Soul could die. So if you want to make that roll.
Yeah, now this was caused by you rolling a natural 10 on a melee, which was my fault, actually. I made you re-roll it because I used the card, Hand of Fate, didn't I? Yeah. So it's 2d6. It's a 9, no effect. You're all right. So Soul is fine.
First die roll of the game. It's already like, my goodness, Soul could die.
Yeah. He's the French Langeron, don't worry. Okay.
Right. So it's over to you to activate.
It is. And I won't give a long summary. I'm assuming everyone's watched the previous videos, so I'm not going to do that. What I am going to say is that the French have almost broken through into Pratzer, and Pratzenberg is looking really, really weak. We're not going to hold, I know that, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I think what I'm going to do, Aaron, is I'm going to try and activate Liechtenstein's 5th Cavalry Corps.
Who did you activate last time?
Oh, God knows.
We should keep the record of who's activated.
That's a good question. The only way to find that out is to look back at the video, I think. Do you want me to quickly check it?
I think we're going to have to pause there. So, Mark, you can't do Liechtenstein because he was your last activation after you've done your little check there. So who's it going to be?
I'm going to try and activate Alexander.
Okay.
To activate 1 unit within his command range.
Okay.
And it's not happening.
He's not happy.
He's comfortable. What I was going to do there was activate some of the 5th Corps Cavalry and get them to come over and see if I can break Salt's 2 regiments that are with Salt.
Right, because they're basically good as
because I'd be able to flank them because they're already adjacent to Allied forces.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a massively devastating attack, probably at -2 on the melee, but it was worth a shot to try and steady up that line just south of Pratzer. But it's not to be. Now, can I be proactive or do I be reactive? Let's have a look. I've still got plenty of formations haven't activated yet. Russian Guard on my right are just occupied and really annoyingly by Murat. They're my strongest corps, and you've bushwhacked me. You've forced me into that position to defend that flank, which defends my rear. Which, although it occupies Murat, has also occupied my strongest infantry and put them in a position where I don't want them. So that was a good move, I think. Annoyingly, Bagration still got his large force intact. They could activate. They could exchange a few pot shots with Durok's men. That's one option for me. Colorath is about to get hammered by the Guard. I could move Colorath, see if I can get him in slightly better defensive positions up on the higher ground. because the Guard are going to come next. I think that's what we're going to do. Colerath on a 7 or less, 4th car. Yeah, he's up.
He's up.
Looking at Colerath's orders, it's on, just move that out of the way so I can see it. It's on Pratzer. Oh no, it's 4th. Is that 4th Cavalry or 4th car?
That's 4th column.
4th column, yeah. So their orders are Pratt's, which is useful. But it's now his priority is to defend against the coming attack using every terrain advantage he can possibly get hold of. First job though, is there any offensive fire? Do we try and break up at long range any attacks?
In fact, you're out of range.
Well,
Which is 4, isn't it?
Yeah, you can fire at Land's flank guards. That's about it. Everyone else is not within range. Fair enough. They are in the clear, my artillery, so they can do something. And they will, you know. I'm going to mark them as fired. My unit, my rightmost unit, we've got 2 batteries. I'm going to fire at the 13th Ligier. Which is a range of 3 hexes. It's -1, I think. No, +1, sorry.
Yeah.
So 6. +1 is a 7.
Rail check.
Just a
UFT.
Yeah.
Love it.
Which you pass. So onto movement. Let's see what we're going to do. Starting on the left, I think. Very wary of those guards. One, 2, 3. Got 2 batteries there, which is useful. Two. Got 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what just happened? Suddenly viewing your screen and not mine.
Okay.
I fixed it now. Up onto the high ground. These guys can all move 3 and they've got artillery support. 1, 2, 3. some cavalry there that I don't want mixed with the infantry. Two, 5, 6. Getting there. Okay.
Well done.
That's it.
Okay.
I'll activate him. End of turn roll. 7. Back to the French.
Okay. The Emperor. He's up. He can activate 3 stacks. He's going to activate his cavalry. So beginning 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. This battery. And yeah, go on. And this battery as well. Oops, sorry. Let me move it. Okay, so it's those 3 stacks.
Okay, mate.
Okay, so offensive fire. We'll fire from here and here. These guys will shoot. Well, keep moving. Stop it. Onto these boys. Now, do we want to fire at 2 separate targets or do we want to concentrate? Concentrate, I'll get the -1. Let's go for the -1. So those 2 batteries will fire on them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a -1 for the over 15.
For over 10.
Over 10, sorry. Yeah, they've got 14 steps, yeah. For over 10. 5 becomes 4.
That's an hour, isn't it? Well,
Artillery fire, no, it's a QFT1 and a step.
Okay. The quality is 8, reduced by 1 for a 7, which they just pass.
Yeah.
And you take out a step of the cavalry there.
Okay.
Which I'll keep them as they are. Yeah.
All right. So the movement then, they move forward. They move forward. Okay. The Emperor is now going to move a little bit forward as well. 1, 2, 3. He's getting excited. And now the cavalry charge. Okay, so they've got 7, which halved is 3.5, which is rounded to 4. I'm going to declare.
Assuming the cavalry aren't going anywhere near where you've just fired, are they?
No.
Yeah.
But what difference would it make if I did?
I think the cavalry charge has to go in first.
What, in the movement phase?
Oh no, hang on. It's always defensive fire first.
Then it's movement.
Oh yeah, then your units that have moved wouldn't move yet, would they? That's cavalry charges happen before movement, but it doesn't matter because you're not charging anywhere near where your infantry forces have just moved forward.
Where does it? The cavalry charge is not before movement.
Is it not?
You're thinking of Vive l'Empereur, where there's a cavalry charge phase. There's no cavalry
forgive me.
phase.
Forgive me.
All right, so I'm declaring a charge on these boys. Okay.
I've got no squares to form.
No, because you've got adjacent, so you're going to be flanked. Now, movement point wise, going up that slope is +1. So I've got 4 movement points, so I'm preparing the charge. Okay. Now stacking, is that, it's at the end of the phase, isn't it? So they can go through.
Yeah, you can move through it fine.
And then they go there. So that's my prepared charge on Kutuzov. Oh yeah. So defensive fire.
Well, this is where I have to devastate every single French dragoon in one shot. Otherwise, I'm in a bit of bother. Are you ready to fail your morale check?
Yeah.
My artillery quickly loads some canister, tries to get it off. The firing, there's only half a battery left, sadly for me. So they're at +1 for half battery, -1 for adjacency, and
+1 for being flanked.
+1 for being flanked, yeah. A 5.
It's good.
QFT and a step. This is my only hope. That you're rolling a 12.
Roll a 9. Their morale is 9. So they're good.
Hey, your morale's 7 now. Oh no.
Right. Okay. So the charge. Okay. So how many steps have I got there?
13.
6, 9, 12, 13 to your 6. That's 2 to 1.
No, it's not. You're flanking me, aren't you?
Oh, yes, flanking. That's double of them, isn't it?
Mm.
So that's 13. So that's 26 to 6. 4 to 1. So that's -4.
You're at -5.
Kutuzov is there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still at -5. You've got +2 on quality as well. +3 on quality. Yeah, +2 on.
And also your I'm not sure it's -5. Let's just, 4 for the odds, 2 for the quality, so that's 6.
Oh no, you're 3 for quality.
Okay, so that's 7. However, Kutuzov takes it down 2 and going uphill.
So you might be on a -4.
So -4.
But you're attacking infantry in the open.
That's the one. Okay, yeah, -5. Well done. You were right.
Barely.
-5. Come on, boys. Oh, that is less
Not
than
good.
0.
Actually, a 0 is all right.
It's less than 0.
It's less than 0. But even so, what is it? QFT plus R. Everyone's dead.
No. 4 take away 5 is -1.
Oh, it is -1, yes. But they're all gone anyway, even if it was at 0, because of the R result. They're all at half strength.
Yeah.
So you've got to roll twice for your flank captures on the infantry units, and then I've got to roll for Kutuzov.
And I've also, because I rolled a natural 4, it doesn't give me anything, does it? Yes, it does. Natural 4 gives me a possible thing as well. So let's do the random special event. Here it is. There's nothing from the random special event. Okay. So next up, as you say, because, well, you've now got to see if they're routed. Because if they're, so you got to do, what's the lowest result? QFT2. No, it's not. That's the fire table, Mr. Sibley. It is a QF. So you need to do the QFT.
It's a QFT. It's a QFT2. My QF is 6. The 2 is counteracted by Kutuzov, so it remains at 6. I fail by 1.
Okay, so that's a rout because you were flanked. You fail a QFT2, that's a rout. Okay, so now I roll for my possible flag captures, which is
Frustrating it isn't on the CRTs, the flag capture thing.
Okay, so it's I need a 3 or less and subtracting 2 if you routed. So it's a 5 or less on 2 of those units. So here's the first one. No, second one, I captured a flag.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, leader, so stack elimination, whenever a leader is alone in a hex after all units have been eliminated, which just happened, there's a chance that we now capture the man himself.
Yeah.
You roll an initiative die roll for the leader with a +2 DRM. So what is his initiative?
10.
10.
5.
So Kutuzov escapes.
Bloody hell, mate. I've got a heart condition.
So on the nearest non-routed unit.
I'm going to pop them over there. Because there's various ones that are close.
Yeah.
Okay. And you need to pop a flag on your chart, and I'll delete these 3 units. I'll eliminate them.
That's on the setup, isn't it? Yeah. I'll clone another flag. Oh man, good chance of capturing Kutuzov there. Okay, so my cavalry end up in that hex there. There's no pursuit because there's no one adjacent, is there? So.
Oh, you killed everyone. I captured them, so no.
Yeah, but if there'd been someone else behind, then I would have to done another pursuit.
That is true, mate. That is true. But you've pretty much destroyed his car now. So there's a few left on the Pratzenberg Heights.
Yeah. Okay. So in the.
So Napoleon saw his opportunity, quickly took command, almost captured Kutuzov when he unleashed his dragoons.
Yeah. Right. So end of turn roll. No. Over to you.
Now what do I do? Can I phone a friend?
Would they answer the phone?
I think they'd probably disavow any history of friendship at this point.
I need to mark Napoleon is activated. There we go.
What can I do? Any chance that getting it in at Salt's men is not the same as it was, because you can try and form square now and you'd have a bloody good chance of doing it. The terrain doesn't suit so much flanking around. Let me see. You've got some fatigued cavalry there now.
Why are they fatigued?
Oh no, they're not fatigued, are they? Because they're not adjacent to, no, they're not adjacent to allied unit, enemy units. There's an opportunity for the 5th Cavalry Corps to, no, maybe there isn't. I was just going to say, oh, I can activate them. Just thinking, no, it is possible for them to follow their orders and charge at the French guns with the half-strength infantry units with them, because if I have any success, I can actually take them out. It's just getting past your artillery. But you're weak. Your defences are weak. I'm talking about just to the northeast. Yeah. So I could still fire my guns and charge because it's only a 1x move. That's one option. Let me see what else I've got hanging around there.
Do you want me to pause?
No, I think I'm going to try and activate 5th Corps again. So I'll roll 5th Cavalry Corps. A 7, yeah, we're off. And now I've just got to work out who I can move, who I can fire with first before charging and so on. I've got to. It's going to get interesting because I've got to take desperate measures now. If I just keep falling back, I'll just keep getting pummeled and hit by greater numbers. You have to try and take a bit of initiative. Now, if my unit's stacked with my artillery, if the artillery fire, it's +3 to leave. They've got, if a unit's got 6 movement points and it's +3 to leave, can he still charge if he's got 3 left?
Well, the key thing is it's +3. So to go from there to there is 4 movement points.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So it won't be a prepared charge.
So I can charge or I can fire. But I've got some more cavalry there that could charge. Yeah, pause it a sec.
And we're back.
And we're back after some questions and answers. So this artillery line is going to open up. There's two lots there. I've just marked them both as fired. They're not firing at the same target. The first one is the 466 unit firing first, directly northwest at the 16.5 RAP French hex.
That one? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I should have used the circle, shouldn't I?
Straight shot.
Straight shot, no modifiers.
QFT. QFT is 7. 3. They stand.
Ah, you stand. Okay. Same again, but just one hex further west. Straight shot. 5.
Ooh.
QFT in a step.
QFT in a step. Okay, here's the QFT. 6. They pass the step though. Eliminates the infantry support. Okay.
Now, there are other batteries in this formation, but they're not going to fire.
Okay.
So now we've got a bit of movement, including some charges. 1 second. Fifth Corps, his order is Pratzenberg Heights. Crap. When we paused it, Aaron, and
Yeah.
I made some fancy manoeuvres.
You forgot your orders.
I forgot my orders.
Oh dear.
Oh dearie me. Now, just for the punter's reference, if you're watching, I was going to do some fancy charging there with some lead units that would be able to prepare the charge and then be joined by other units without preparing charges. And it was going to be a glorious Allied cavalry charge into the French gun line to try and wipe them all out. However, I've just realized that it's again, they would be moving against orders, probably only by 1 hex in some circumstances, but it's enough, can't do it. So, I mean, 1 hex against orders, 2 hexes.
Where's the orders? Is the orders?
Well, the unit under, yeah, that's where the orders are. Yeah.
Okay.
Which obviously I'm not charging over there. It's too far, can't accomplish anything. So before the offensive fire phase finishes, let's see what I can do. This might be limited to offensive fire after all.
Yeah, Kutuzov needs to get his pocketbook out to change some orders, doesn't he?
Bit bloody late, isn't he?
Well, he's been too worried about some dragoons chasing his ass.
That's true. So I think we're going to end up firing instead. So we've got first one is the one with Liechtenstein on top. Is a full strength battery firing directly west at the 36th line in France. Yeah. So you've got -1 for the terrain.
+1.
Sorry, +1 for the terrain, and that's the only modifier. So 7 becomes an 8. Nothing. And then the next one with the battery under Kutuzov will fire at Salt. And that's a straight roll. Ah, damn it. Okay, that's all the firing done. At least they managed to get the batteries off. And now it's movement. Very limited now to move in what we can do, but there is still movement feasible, bearing in mind what my orders are. God, all those French gone, damn it. What's he got? 3 steps and a battery. I will put them under there. He's got 6 steps, 5. That's all within orders. And that's it. So let me just mark Liechtenstein as activated. End of turn roll. 9.
Is that Liechtenstein's second activation, is it? So I don't have to worry.
I've just marked him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 10 for end of turn. I rolled a 9, so we're not there. So that's Liechtenstein done. Oh, back over to the French.
I'll clear up for you. It's all right. There
Thank
you go. Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
Bezier, and the guard. Yep, they're up.
Boo!
Right, I'm just going to check their orders for a moment. French orders.
Back in 1 sec.
Okay, coalition have gone, so their orders are Pratt's. And are we in charge range of some of this cavalry? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could charge unprepared. Nah, that'd be foolish. I think just bring them up.
Just march right up to me and melee. You're just going to march right up to the car and melee. You got quality.
They've got 5 movement points. I could come up against these guys.
Yeah.
But you know, no, don't want to. We're going to come this straight up. So where's the infantry? So they've got 5 movement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks good to me. Yeah. There. Let's put the gun there. Actually, move the gun back a bit. The gun can't shoot from there, but the infantry can. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There.
Oh, it's the Grenadiers.
1, 2. There's always got to be one unit that's so slow that can't keep up with anything.
No, yes.
1, 2, 3. Put them with them. Okay, that guards the flank. Right, the cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was tempted to actually, I mentioned in it while you were off doing what you were doing, so I did think I could get to your cavalry here and charge them, but I'll be unprepared. I thought, well, are they bothered about being unprepared?
That's cocky.
And I thought, no, let's do it properly. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What happened, Darren? I peed myself, mate. That's what happened when you activated the guard.
Was it?
That's going to change my underwear. Yeah.
It's a bit TMI.
I thought it might be entertaining.
Okay. So where to put the artillery? Because there's a lot of artillery.
Yeah, you don't need them. Just keep them at the back. Puntovitz area.
You know what? I'm actually going to move my cavalry a little bit more forward there. God, those guns. Where was the other light cavalry? There it is. He's going to guard those guns. Oh, that's infantry and cavalry. No, we don't want to do that. Nope, nope, no. That's fine. Right. Okay, so we can. Right, so we've got 5 points of battery in there, so that's worth 10 stacking. Plus 5 is 15, so we can get another battery on top there. Okay. Battery on top there. Battery on top there. And that's no there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battery on top there. There's area there. Activated. End of turn roll.
Yeah. It's looking a bit ominous. Want to swap sides?
After this game,
Right then. Not a lot I can do in the center. There's a little bit I can do on the left. There's a little bit I can do on the right. I think the view is all done. So before you do the same to me, I think Bagration will open up. I'm going to try and get Bagration. On my right, he needs a 9. And he gets a 10. There we go. It's not good. In which case, I could activate Alexander and try and rally. Which, no, not Alexander, sorry, Kutuzov. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and activate Kutuzov and just to rally the 2 routed stacks close by.
okay.
A 5. So he is activated. The first one is the adjacent artillery. It's a 5. Do you get the +2 still? Because it being from Kutuzov?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't work. I get an 8. And the next one is also 5. And I get a 3. He does come back. Okay. I'll also mark him as activated. End of turn roll. 9. No. Back to the French.
Back to the French. Lance or Duroc?
I was disappointed in Bagration there, not being able to get his cannons working.
Yeah, I understand that. That's quite unfortunate. All right, I'm going to go for Duroc. Yeah, so he's a 9. Yeah, we're just checking his orders. Okay, so yeah, still right. So the battery here.
Yes.
Will fire. Yeah.
Yep.
Straight roll for the French.
Yep.
His markham is fired. Ooh, slight miss.
Better with an artillery shot rather than in melee.
Well, yeah, good point. Yeah. Right. Duroc himself Oh, there's an artillery with him.
Yeah.
He'll fire at Bagration. So it's only 2 steps. So that is +1.
Yeah.
6 becomes 7. So it's a QFT. Your morale is 6.
Yeah, my
+2 to Bagation's
QF
8.
is a 6 with Bagation's 2. Just.
Okay. Let me just mark that as fired. Right, lads. In you go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Right. I think that's it. This is what he's
Well,
got.
it's not a big car, but it's high quality, isn't it?
It's they're all grenadiers. That's it. Yeah. What do I want to do with the horse battery? That can move adjacent, can't it? So
It can.
let's do that. Let's move it into there as well then. Yeah. Okay.
Well, who do I fire at? I think it's got to be the bigger of the stacks without the leader. Top by the 9th of the 13th.
Yeah.
So I've got a small battery there. It's only 3 steps, so it's at +1, which negates the -1 for adjacency. So it's a straight defensive roll against that stack. Oh, but it's a good one.
Good one. QFT 1 and 1 step. So my morale drops to an 8. If they pass.
Yeah.
I take a step. Next lead unit goes up the front.
As they're all grenadiers, it's not going to affect your quality in the final melee, though, is it? So
No. All right. So how many steps have I got there? So I've got stats. So it's 19 + 4, 23 from 1 stack, plus another 18 from another. So that's 41 versus 15.
15, yeah.
There's 2 to 1.
Your quality is 9. My quality is 6.
That's 3
So
difference.
That's a -5.
But Bagration takes it down 2 to -3. But my leader brings it up again +1. So it's a total net 4. Net -4. Okay. Okay. Ooh, another good roll. So that's the lowest it can go. So that's a QFT 2 + R.
Ouch. My QF is a 6, ignoring the QFT 2 because Bagration counteracts it. So I need a 6 or less. I manage, but the R result hurts. 1 unit is eliminated. The other 2 are reduced. Suddenly Bagation's not looking so good. Are you still there, Aaron? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the reason I ask is just as you were working out the odds there was a little bit of breakup in your voice. You went all Dalek-y on me for a second. I was just testing to see if you were still there.
Okay, so you basically hold the ground.
We hold the ground but take huge losses from the Grenadiers.
Okay. Use that. Mark is activated. And yeah, that's it. End of turn roll. Nope. Okay, back to you.
We try for Bagration, unsurprisingly. Now his life's in mortal danger. He's decided he's going to do something.
Wait a minute, they can't attack me. What's his orders?
Head back to Moscow, I think. Let's have a look.
Still the same.
He's on the attack, which is handy actually, but he won't actually be massively on the attack at all. He's defending, but it does give him options, you see, for cavalry and so on. So let's see what we can do. Firstly, he's got half a step of guns that could fire without any issues there, so they will be doing that. Do we have a go at Durock's men? Let's see. Very strong hexes, but I may take you out with some guns. But cavalry charges are an option. So I can flank you now. That's something. Okay. First step is offensive fire phase anyway. So under progression, there's a half step of guns that we're going to fire. And they'll fire at the 12th, 15th. Yeah, so there's +1 for the small size of battery, -1 for adjacency, so it's just a straight roll. But it does something. 5. QFT in the step.
Use the QFT. Ooh, they failed, but only by 2. So they've got to fall back a hex, which is useful. They fall back to there. Let me reduce the step. Okay. Actually, which yes, that's the hex I want to go through. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got 18 steps left. I'm just seeing now, because the dynamics changed with them withdrawing, it may affect my decision about who else is firing from the main gun line. So if that cavalry decide to charge, give them 15, 30. Yeah. No. We just counteract that. They might need to go and support Bagration himself.
Shall I pause?
Yeah, just for a second.
And we're back. with Bagration has a plan.
Unit on the end of the gun line there is going to open up at the 13th this year. It's a half battery, so it's a +1. Range is another +1, so it's a long shot. A 3 though, +2 is 5, so they do hit.
Okay, morale check 9, so they're okay because QFT they reduced. A bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it was jammy, to be fair. And now for movement. There will be two cavalry charges. The first one is these guys coming from that flank there.
Is that a prepared charge?
Yes, it will. Both are, yeah. And then this one coming here. They're all hitting Duroc. Shall I put the little counters on, or is it all right?
I think we can remember.
Now then, other movement. He's currently got 5 steps with him. One, 2, 3. Let me just make sure. Just zoom out. I'm just checking order distances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it's fine. They're just staying at the same distance away from their objective rather than getting further away.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. He will join into there. I'll adjust the stacking in a second. And same again. Can I double up on that? No, there'll be too many. The 2 4s are 8 times 2 is 16. Oh, no, it just works out great. 30 steps. These guys move to there. And I've got a unit of cavalry that are in reserve, more or less. The 5th Jaegers are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps away from the Santon. If they went to Krug, is that one further away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, it is one further away, sadly. So I cannot do that. So they'll stay where they are. Okay, so we're done. The movement, firing movement's all done. It's just the melee declarations. Whoops, I've just fucking changed it around.
That's wishful thinking for me.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Just a bit. And I think the lead unit will be that cavalry there. So Bagration's going to go in with them.
All this because your unit passed their bloody morale check. Okay.
So you have got your defensive fire. There is a melee token there.
Yeah.
It's whether you split it or who you go against.
Well, I'm flanked, aren't I? So
Yeah.
there's no point in splitting it. I can't form. There's no real point firing at them with morale 10. They're morale 8, and the infantry are morale 8. I think we'll fire at the infantry.
Right.
So +1 for half battery, +1 because I'm flanked, -1 for adjacent. So net +1.
Yeah.
No effect.
Okay. So the melee values.
You're going to be at -5, I think, because it's a prepared charge. You've got progression. You've got better quality. So better quality is 1. Progression is 3. My leader makes that -2. And then you just cavalry in the open, -3. So you just need 2 to 1 odds, and your cavalry are doubled. So you've easily got that. So it's -5.
Okay. Making the roll. 7.
That becomes a 2. So that is a Q of T2 plus R. We have a Q of T2, 10. Comes a 12. -1 for my leader is 11. So they fail, but don't rout.
Ah, it's a QFT 2.
Yeah.
So you have.
No, I've just said 10 becomes a 12. -1 for my leader makes it an 11. My morale is 9. So I failed by 2.
Oh, I see.
Or the other way of doing it, if my morale drops to a 7, leader makes it an 8, and I rolled a 10. Failed by 2.
Yeah, got you.
Okay. So let me reduce my steps for the R. Reduced. Reduced. Is that artillery got another step? Reduced. No, so the artillery's gone. So eliminated. Right. Okay. So there are 5. How many steps there? 10. How many steps have we got in the other hex? 9 plus 7, 17. So they can fall back into there. And we'll put that unit on top.
Okay.
Right. So now you've got to go into that hex with all your units, all your cavalry that you
I'm
can
going to
get.
put maximum cavalry possible, which is 15 steps, which I've just done.
Yeah. And now you've got to make a pursuit roll.
Yes. I'll have to look that up. Cavalry pursuit.
Yeah, I'll go look it up too.
Coalition.
7.
Excluding the UK is a 7. And it's a 7. So I can decide what I'm going to do. Now I've lost the prepared charge now, haven't I?
Yeah. And the flank.
And the flanking. You've got 10, 19, you've got 15, 19, 28 steps. I've got 15. No, I don't think I want to continue. That's going to be too dicey. You outnumber me, and your quality is still bloody 9. Mine is, mind you, mine is 12.
Mine's 10.
Oh yeah, because you've got Duroc. Yeah, I'll stay there.
Oh, my grenadiers have been shattered, haven't they?
Well, it took a battering, but you didn't really lose a lot of killed in action casualties. But you've got Land's Corps to deal with me, so it's no biggie. Let me just take off the melee status, fired status, moved status, activate progression. End of turn roll. An 8. And I'd like to pause it there if we can. Well, not pause it, stop it. But it's nice to see the Allies get some success in the last, because it's been pretty grim being on the receiving end. Although I'm just setting them up for failure, to be honest. Have you got cavalry around there? Yes, you have.
I have, but not much.
You've got some dragoons. But Bagratians with them, so it does give me the edge there, quality-wise. Yeah,
he's a good chap.
You've got to blast it away.
I was just about to unleash the guard.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Right, let's stop it.
Oh man, I was just like, yeah, right, okay, so we can get in there, we can do this, we could do that. Oh, okay.
Well, you've got that to look forward to.
That's true. Okay, well, all right, everybody. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that like button. If you've enjoyed the whole series and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Please do so. It all helps. And at the end of the day, comments, as always, we much appreciated. As I say, thank you for watching. Thank you for Mark. Brilliant game again. Love the session.
Cheers, everyone.
And until next time, bye.
Bye.